Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Rockets, they currently hold the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out the Mavericks, quite a bit of space between these two.
I think for Houston, I think we all expected that they'd start fast and play extremely well. Now, they've been solid, but most analysts expected more at this point.
Yeah, well, I agree with that, but I still think it's too early in the season for any major concern because they have all the pieces. They're still just figuring out how to put it together.
And now Dallas' starting group. Joel Embiid is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's James Harden. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Gray in at the 3, the small forward. And for Houston, still in the early stages of the season here. But some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Now here's Filipowski. Pass to Embiid. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Houston. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
They move the ball well, and let's face it, they've got plenty of pure shooters on that roster.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Jang. Hits the trifecta.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And Houston has possession. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Five to shoot. The 3. Another 3 from Houston.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
And so it's Dallas with it after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
Now, you know Harden wants to utterly own the arc. He just won't let threes go unanswered.
Pass to Jang. And here's James. Another 3 from Houston.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thanks, B.A. Right now, the story is with Sacramento as the Kings front office is executing early season deals. They're clearly excited to acquire Luka Doncic, a massive addition to their squad. They'll count on Luka having the ball in his hands quite a bit, whether it's scoring or playmaking. Doncic provides massive value for this offense. The whole league is talking about this move. It's buzzing. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Always something going on, and we appreciate the update, Shams. Thanks. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Klingett, he's checked in for the Rockets. Sampson comes in for LeBron. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. taking a look at our 2K leaderboard, the best ball distributors amongst point guards. Second is Ja Morant.
Well, we all know that assists are what you're looking for in a point guard. And these guys understand that. They love making their teammates better. I love it.
Well, they are natural catalysts. Every one of these guys brings so much to the table, and all of it gets their team going.
Now here's Morant. Still no points. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And Harden's got the ball here for Dallas. 9-point game. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Different look for Dallas. Allen comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's White in for Halliburton. Oh, swiped away. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Harden. 29 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he really cashed in at the line. A big chunk of his points came from free throws.
Now here's White. 11-point game. Can they get it? Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Sampson. And here's Morant outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
White for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Well, that's got to be an area of concern in this one. If they are able to dominate the boards again, it could be a repeat of the last meeting.
Here's Gray, hounded by Morant. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Gray. Launches it. Knocked Knocks down the long J. Gray's got 5 points. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Rockets on top. They're up by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Halliburton is out there with Derek White. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Toppin in at the 4-man position. Now here's Halliburton. A 20-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Screen by Embiid. Shot is up. And again, it's Dallas. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Houston shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And Houston has possession. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
Halliburton on the wing. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Whoa! Embiid with the slam!
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
On the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. The fourth spot held by the Rockets.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
Porter against White. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Halliburton misses. The Rockets lead by 7. To the inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Halliburton outside. White for 3. Rockets with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. They set the pick. Here's Sampson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And now it's an 11-point Houston lead. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. So for Dallas, Filipowski, he's checked in for Toppin. Gray comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Harden in for White. Jang passes to Thompson. Houston working the ball around. Jang gets the bucket. Jang's got 9 points.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Well, one thing's certain about Donovan Clingan. He is going to be a defensive menace for years to come, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he is a 7'2" monster, and he casts a long shadow in the paint. And for his size, he has the agility to hold up better than most centers further out.
Oh, nice shot by Clingan.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want-to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And a peek at the NBA's best at the three-point line. Number 1, Klay Thompson.
He's a shooter that defenses 100% have to go out and guard.
So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 16.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Harden surveying the D. Screen by Embiid to stop the drought. And Clingan pulls it down.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
The three from Thompson. He drops it from range. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Embiid. Rockets with a rebound. Klingen's got 5 rebounds in the game. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Over to the wing. Outside Morant. Here's Jang. 6 to shoot. Now here's Klingen. Pass to Thompson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Filipowski.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
This one for 3. Harden can't hit. The Rockets lead by 19. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Here's Sampson. Embiid covers. There's a screen by Jang. Fires for 3. Sampson's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Gray. Here's Embiid. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target and through the first half. A pretty lopsided affair. It's Houston up 19. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, look here now at the Mavericks. They hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Houston Rockets.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Mavericks trail by 19, and the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Driving to the basket, uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got his second basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Halliburton. Joel Embiid is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's James Harden, and it's Gray in at the 3 slot. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, the Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy. Back over to you, Ryan.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Here's Gray after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Inside, here's Filipowski. Can't connect from short range.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in...
how about that? Oh, out of my way.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Embiid. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Filipowski for three. That shot missing. Houston leading by 20. And here's James. And Houston, another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Halliburton left side. Will it go? Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Tries to keep it alive. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Yep, count it. Embiid's got 8.
From point-blank range, you won't see Embiid miss many.
Houston with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. In for Dallas. White comes in for Halliburton. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron James.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
Now here's Murray. To the middle. Easton inside, covered by Filipowski. With this break, let's bring up the teams who've been clicking offensively over the last month. Houston, 4th.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
That's good from Easton. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Pass to Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Getting established positioning inside. Once Allen has this, he is a threat to score.
Out left to the wing. From deep. It's hauled in by White. And White has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Eason with the ball. Harden picks him up. Eason, good.
I just love the ball movement.
Minute 35 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Gray, defended by Thompson. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Thompson with it. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
Got a piece of it. White with the steal. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. Houston leading by 23. Here's Sampson. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Gray, defended by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Filipowski for 3. And he can't get that one. And so it's the Houston Rockets up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
And for Dallas, they've got Kyle Filipowski. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with James Harden. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Gray in at the small forward. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Jang pulls it in.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Down low. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Halliburton. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by LeBron. Morant, the pass to Sajang. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Now here's Harden. Here's Gray. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. And he jams it in!
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, B.A., it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Gray. Going inside. Here's Filipowski. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Filipowski's got 5 points now this quarter. James outside. There's a screen by Jang. Oh, it's stolen. It's a one-on-one situation. And that one is stuffed right through.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Houston working the ball around. There's a screen. The three. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now, here is James. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Here's Halliburton following the score by Houston. Outside Harden. A deep three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
And we know Harden possesses endless range, letting it all hang out right there.
1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. James outside. Shot clock at 5. Lets a three fly. The shot comes out. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Rockets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year. And here are the Rockets now. After the basket by Dallas. No dice from the high post. Harden, the pass to Filipowski. Here's Gray. The three is up. Jang pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Filipowski up top. Halliburton looking over the floor. Pass to Embiid from 20 feet. He got a piece of it. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, LeBron, this is the last game for a little while, so as a team, how do you approach the break?
Well, we got a couple days off, but everyone needs to stay in tune. Even though we're not going to be on our feet or on the basketball court, everyone needs to continue to just work your mind, work your body as well, and get ready for practice.
Well, try to mix in a little rest before you get back to the grind and enjoy it. Thanks, LeBron.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.